In video 5, we introduced how to start home blended foods and how to transition from commercial formula, along with how providing as little as 1/4 of home blended foods in combination with formula can be beneficial. In this video, we will talk about the recipe method for making home blended foods for tube feeding. When children receive home blended food, we have learned that they require about 10 to 20% more calories.
Your dietitian will help you decide the total number of calories your child needs each day. Every child will need a different amount of calories. The number of calories your child may need will depend on their rate of growth, their physical activity levels, and medical conditions such as seizure activity or recovery after surgery.
For this video, we will use food to create a 1,600 calorie home blended food recipe for tube feeding.
When making home blended foods, you need a liquid base to help make a smooth blend that can be given by feeding tube. By choosing your liquid base first, you can choose higher or lower calorie beverages depending on your child's growth. The choice of liquid will change the total volume of the blend and sometimes the thickness. And the base can help you make any changes for food preferences, allergies, or intolerances. You can choose from breast milk, formula, plant-based beverages, broth, and other liquids that meet your child's needs.
In this recipe, we've chosen to use 2% milk as our liquid base. If your child requires more calories for growth, you may wish to choose 3% milk or commercial formula as a liquid base. If your child has trouble tolerating larger volumes, you could limit the volume by using a smaller amount of higher calorie liquid base. We will use 2.5 cups of 2% milk in this recipe.
The second step is to choose a protein for your home blended food. Protein foods include animal-based, meat, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy, and plant-based, legumes, beans, nut butters, and tofu. Each of these foods has a variety of protein building blocks needed for growth and development. Choose your protein based on what you have on hand, your family's food preferences, and your child's specific food allergies or intolerances. Today we have a 1/2 cup of cooked chicken and a 1/2 cup of cooked red split lentils. To save on cooking time, you could also use canned lentils in this blend.
Studies show that high fiber grain products help with the movement of food through the gut. Fiber can help feed the good bacteria in the gut, creating a healthy gut environment. In this recipe, we use 1 cup of cooked quinoa, 1/2 cup of bran flakes, and 1 cup of rice-based cereal.
Vegetables and fruits contain a variety of vitamins and minerals. Choose a variety of vegetables and fruits to get different nutrients. The fiber from vegetables and fruit also contribute to a healthy gut environment. In this recipe, we use 1/2 cup of cooked sweet potato, 1 cup of frozen spinach, 1 whole bell pepper, and 1 apple, both with the stem, core, and seeds removed, as well as 1 cup of frozen berries.
Add fats or oils to your blend. Fat is important for healthy brain development and body functions. Choose vegetable fats and oils that are liquid at room temperature or labeled non-hydrogenated. In this recipe, we use 2.5 teaspoons of canola oil and 4 teaspoons of ground flaxseed. Home blended foods often need salt added during the cooking process or after, like how you would season your food at the table while eating. We use 1.5 teaspoons of salt.
Now that we have all the ingredients for our recipe, we are ready to blend. This recipe was calculated to provide 1,600 calories if your child was able to consume the full volume over the day. Once it is blended, it is important to check the final volume. The final volume is 1,800 milliliters. This means there is less than 1 calorie per milliliter in this blend. If your child did not finish the full volume in the day, they would not get the full 1,600 calories. It is important to remember that when you change your recipe, the amount of the calories per milliliter changes. Your registered dietitian can help you with these calculations and how to adjust the recipe to meet your child's needs. Work with your registered dietitian to choose foods and build home blended food that is well tolerated by your child and meets your child's needs. As your child grows, their calorie and nutrition needs will change. When children receive home blended food compared to formula, we've learned they require about 10 to 20% more calories. It is beneficial to have the dietitian review your home blended food plan every 6 to 12 months. Here is the complete recipe for this blend.
If you use the recipe method, you may have one recipe or multiple recipes. Each recipe will provide a different variety of nutrients and different amount of calories. Your dietitian can also help you to choose food sources that can complete the nutrition for your child's home blended food. If there are certain nutrients that are still needed that cannot be provided by food, your dietitian can help you choose supplements that work for your child. Some of the common items that may be needed to be added are vitamins or minerals, for example, calcium, vitamin D, and iron. Omega and vitamin D supplements can be helpful as these are often hard to get from many common foods. There are often liquid, crushable tablets or powder that can be used in the G-tube. Another consideration with home blended food is if you need to blend in extra water to meet your child's fluid needs for the day, or if you will provide water as extra flushes. The amount of water being added will change based on the thickness of the blend, the foods chosen, and your child's needs. Your dietitian can give you an idea as to your child's fluid requirements and help you with a plan. Thanks for joining us.
We hope this series helps you and your family on your home blended food journey.
Check out the resources for this video and other videos in this series.